All right, man. Towards the talk, OT show. You know what it is. Back at it. All right, man. How y'all doing, man? OT show. I know it look a little bit different from the studio, but I made it look pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? So today's episode, I really didn't want to cover this because, well, I'll get into why I didn't want to cover it when I start to cover it. But today's episode is going to be about Dr. Umar and his daughter. And yeah, I got a lot to say about this whole thing. And before I get into that, I got to get a legendary spell. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me in the hidden gem. One from 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what Kingdom you for March 23rd. There will be a battle rap event on this page live. So make sure you tap in. All right, so look, man, we're going to get right to this. Let's do it. All right, this comes courtesy of Never Give Up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to his page. So, let's go.
It was gonna be a white woman to try to take Dr. Umar down. I never knew it would be his own seed trying to cancel him. So if y'all don't know, the other day, Dr. Umar's, I'm assuming this is his oldest child, called him a deadbeat.
Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter.
Then I saw Dr. Umar respond and say he want to take his baby mama and his daughter out to lunch.
Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa, can we please meet on Thursday? You got red hair. There's nothing more disrespectful than your red hair. A black woman with red hair, you must be Satan's wife.
He said a black woman
Oh,
with red hair.
Bro. I don't mean to laugh, but it's funny. It's funny for so many reasons. And I got a lot to say about this whole situation. It's funny. It's funny. And I'm not going to go on record and say, Dr. Umar, you are a absolute hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say you are a hypocrite, though. I'm not going to lie. Now, are you an absolute hypocrite? And I know there's people like, well, what's the difference between the two? Like, he's not hypocritical and everything. But the key things might really be not playing in his favor. Some of these key things that you being a hypocrite on, brother, it's going to damage you severely. So, let's keep it going.
You must be Satan's wife. That dude crazy. So now I wake up this morning and I see his daughter claiming that he put hands on her mother. So let's check this out.
Does your mom hate him too? Of course she do. Because he put his fucking hands on her. What the fuck's wrong with him? He should be in fucking jail. Like, really, he should be in jail. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all right now. It's a lot about him that y'all don't know. He's a crazy, sick man. How long was they together? I don't know. They met in college. I don't know how long they was together, but he was with his other child. He was with her mom for 5 years. That's what she told me over the phone. But I don't know how long him and my mom was together. So he's a woman abuser? Yes, he is.
All right, so let me stop that there. I hate to be the one to tell y'all. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy, but I don't believe her story. I don't believe her story. Let me explain something to y'all. I went to school for psychology and all these things, and I know a little something. I don't know everything, but I know a little something. I know just a little bit. Usually when people do what she's doing, they're exaggerating the story to the point, even when if she's wrong about it, she's going to be nonchalant about it. And say, well, okay, whatever. Well, to me, he did. Because whenever you telling a situation like this, you have to 100% be for certain about everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you now, and this is just my opinion, people lie. You lie, I lie, your mother lies, your father lies, your grandmother lies, whether it's to the smallest, to the biggest. People lie. And you can't believe everything someone says. Not even your mother, not even your father. They will lie to get you on their side. And one thing I know about people is they don't want to feel left alone. So sometimes you have to lie to get people on your side. Now, I'm not sitting here telling y'all that her mother's a liar. I'm just saying she ain't giving the full story, and she's giving half stories. I don't know how long my mom and my dad been together, but you know how long the other girl, your sister, and him been together, but you don't know how long your mom and dad. He said, I don't know, they met in college. How old are you? You know what I'm saying? What are you, 25, 22, 21? How old are you? So your mom didn't tell you? She told you that he hit her. She told you he did these things, but he didn't tell you? She didn't tell you how long they were together? Like, it's just not adding up. When you make an accusation about some things, you have to me, you have to be 100% on point with it. It cannot be half stories. It can't be. Because then the story is compromised. Then I say, okay, I don't know if I believe this. Not saying she a liar. I'm just saying I don't believe her story because she ain't giving everything in descriptive detail. She's giving a piece of things. Now, a lot of y'all might disagree with that, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. So let's keep it going.
And a liar and a hypocrite. Yeah, all those things. Yeah, she left him. And then this man got on the internet and said, my mom wanted to marry him. That's a lie. That's a lie. Why would my mom want to marry somebody that put his fucking hands on her? This man is a fucking liar.
I got news for you, shorty. I got news for you. I got news for you. In not any way, shape, or form am I saying that it's okay to ever abuse or put your hands on a woman. I would never, ever, ever put my hands on a woman. I don't care. I will leave her first. Won't. Except she hit my mom. She hit my mom, then I'm at the body slam. Outside of that, I would never, ever, 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 ever put my hands on a woman. Ever. With that being said, people go through so much. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I know a lot of y'all, this is an uncomfortable conversation. Not for me, it ain't. But for a lot of y'all, it's an uncomfortable conversation. I'm just letting you know that a lot of women still marry men who are abusive to them. A lot of men still marry women who they're not happy with. This just happens. I don't understand why people don't think that can happen. And you're saying he wanted to he said that my mom wanted to marry him. Why would my mom want to marry a man like that? why would listen, bro? I'm trying to tell you, people do the craziest things. You would never understand the power of love. Love make you do the craziest things. Even if you're being abused, love will make you do the craziest things. I'm just telling you. So I understand what she's saying, and maybe her sentiment is that her mom has enough sense not to want to do that, but love makes you have no sense. Trust me, it really does.
And I can't stand him.
Now, look, I'm not here to say whether or not she lying. I just know the situation is getting more messier and messier as the days go on. Now, it's crazy because it started off with her saying she reached out to Dr. Umar. She tried to have a relationship with her other sister, his other child, and she said Dr. Umar ignored her.
I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father.
By default, if you are on the internet saying you're not trying to get clout, knowing that your father is Dr. Umar, and you're coming out saying these things, by default, you're trying to get clout. Or even if you're not trying to get clout, the clout is going to be thrown on you. That's just what it is. There's no way in the world you, as a young lady, will get on the internet and air out your grievances to people you don't even know and then say, I'm not doing this for clout. You're doing it for something, whether it's attention, whatever it is. But there's no way in the world you should ever get online and air out your family grievances. I don't care how bad it is, because I'm telling you now, it will always come back to haunt you 100%. Because when you put it online, you can't remove it. You see, this guy never, me, a bunch of other people, Nolan, a bunch of other people, we all talking about you. We don't even know you, but we're all talking about you. Now, when people watch us, guess what they're going to do? They're going to tell their people and their family. And then they're going to tell their people and their family. Just understand, be prepared for the backlash and things that might not make you feel comfortable. I'm just saying, at this point, I believe that we have gotten to a point where people feel as though that they're talking to the invisible psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever. And you know who that is? The person on the other side of the camera that you don't even know. This is how I say we are all suffering from some type of mass mental illness, because we're all talking to people we don't even know. They can't even respond. We're just talking to them. And she's out here saying all these things. Now, again, this is separate from her grievances. I'm just saying the actions of what she's doing. This is high level thinking, people. I'm just saying the actions of what she's doing is wrong. Now, what she's going through is something totally different. And we'll get to that in a second. So let's keep it going.
Is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life.
And now we at the point where it seems like Dr. Umar.
Okay, now. Y'all might hate me for saying this, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's a reason for everything. And I know a lot of y'all probably saying, there's no reason not to be in your child's life. You're crazy. You have to be in your child's life. There's no reason. There's no reason. You have to be. I'm just saying. I don't know Dr. Umar's situation. I don't know. I agree with y'all to a certain extent. I'll give y'all that. But we don't know the situation. We don't know why he wasn't in the child's life. Did he have a restraining order? Because she did say that he put hands on him. Did she have a restraining order against him? Because if she did, that means he can't come around. You know what I'm saying? And let's be clear here. We don't know if this is actually his daughter. Well, we do now. Before this, we didn't. But we do now because he actually acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? So that was stupid for me to say. But I am just going to say this. I think that it's a reason why he wasn't in her life. There has to be a reason. This can't just be Dr. Umar just a deadbeat. And not saying that can't happen, but I'm erring on the side of what history tells us. And for me, he doesn't seem like he's that type of guy. Now we all wear faces that we don't own. You know what I'm saying? Or that we pretend to be something else that we're not. So I could be getting fooled. Who knows? People do trick people.
Is going back and forth with his 22-year-old daughter on social media. As a matter of fact, he did respond to what she said about him putting hands on her, and he said this.
If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it. Please stay on your side. No more frenemies. I don't want no more frenemies. Either with me or you not. Let's do what we got to do. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never.
Snow bunnies never. Like, bro.
See, but this is the reason why people have such a big issue with Dr. Umar. This is why. Right? Now let me get into this. I'm not on here to choose a side of who I believe is right or wrong. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts on both of them. And I think they both trash for doing what they did. There's no way in the world my 22-year-old daughter would get online and talk about me. And there's no way in the world me as a, I don't know, 53, 54, I don't know how old Dr. Umar is, get online and talk about my 22-year-old daughter. Like, come on, bro. I'm just saying, I think at this stage, there has to be something that is going on between the both of y'all. And you should have enough adult decency not to even engage with your daughter online. Whether you believe it's a smear campaign or not. You should have more, how would I say this? More awareness about yourself, because you are Dr. Umar. And you are very intelligent and you are very aware about certain things. But it just seems to me like this may be your Achilles heel, because if your daughter can get to you like this and make you come out of character like this, then I don't know if people could believe you can actually run anything as a black, as the leader of the free world, or whatever you want to call it, because you don't even have your house in order. And when I mean by your house, I'm not saying she lives with you. I know you understand exactly what I'm saying. But I'm saying you don't have your house in order, which means you can't be giving advice to people and telling people that they need to be more of a man and this and that, when you are being accused of being a womanizer, a woman beater, and you ain't taking care of your child. How you gonna tell black men that they need to step up and be more of men and do this and do that when you out here blowing it up yourself? I mean, are you saying do as I say, not as I do? Are you one of those type of people? Like Dr. Umar? You know what I'm saying? Are you one of those people who are sitting here telling me that I need to listen to you? But then when I look out my window at night, I see you creeping and getting in the car with somebody you telling us not to be with. That's just metaphorically I'm speaking. Not saying he did that. But it's just the point I'm making. Like, how can you look the brothers in the eye and tell the brothers they need to do this, and you not doing that? Apparently, you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're being accused. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's keep it going.
Bro, why can't he ever be serious for 2 seconds, bro? Like, snow bunnies never. Yeah, I'm trying to be serious and keep it like professional. Here he go talking about black women forever, snow bunnies never. I don't know, man. It's a sad situation. Do it look like the girl want a little come up off of her father's name? Yes. But at the same time, If Dr. Umar didn't take the time to cultivate a relationship with her, that's on him too.
I agree with that to a certain extent. I'm telling y'all now, and this is not me attacking the girl. I'm just speaking on in generalities. It's very hard. It's very difficult to cultivate a relationship with someone who apparently has a disdain or hate for you. How you going to you know, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me speak clear with y'all, because I'm tired of playing this game with people. I'm tired of playing this game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? If your child is a knucklehead, or if your child is somebody who you know for a fact that it's very difficult for you to get along, or for you to make amends or a peace with your child when your child already is a knucklehead. And I think a lot of y'all don't want to admit this. That a lot of y'all kids are terrible. A lot of y'all kids are terrible. A lot of y'all kids don't have no sense of nothing. Even when you try to raise them the right way, they still go the other way. You got to understand that you ain't with your kid 100 all day. They usually around their friends, or they're in school more, so which means they're influenced by what's up on social media, whatever. And I ain't making excuses for people not to be good parents. I'm just saying it's very difficult to be a good parent when you have all of these other entities interfering with your children. That's all I'm saying. I ain't making excuses for Dr. Umar. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all kids are badass kids. A lot of y'all kids are terrible. A lot of y'all kids don't listen no matter what. You ain't my real dad. Shut up. I don't care. You wasn't there for me for my Halloween party. You think I can? Hell no. I don't care. A lot of y'all kids are terrible. And they don't listen to nobody. And I wish people tell y'all this. No amount of beatings will never save your kids. Your kids are just terrible. And so, oh, some of y'all kids, all kids are a reflection of the parents. No, they're not. No, they're not. I 100% disagree with that. Trust me, I know for a fact. I know for a fact. No, they're not. Some of y'all kids are rebellious. Some of y'all kids hold on to grudges. Some of y'all kids don't want to learn responsibilities. And again, this is not me taking up for Umar. I'm talking about it's very difficult to deal with children nowadays because children believe that they are still kids at 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old. People believe that. One of my friends has a 30-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? And son goes through a bunch of different things, whatever. And you know what his mom says? Not the son mom, not his mother, but his grandmother. You know his grandmother said? Oh, he's still a child. He's 30. He's 30 years old. So a lot of these kids, they literally are 30, 29, 28, 27, and they still have the mind of 16, 17, 18-year-olds because of their social media. That's the reason why. Because social media has kept kids the same age they've been years ago, mentally. So I understand. Now again, I don't know why Dr. Umar and her had a falling out. I don't know. But if Dr. Umar was an upstanding citizen, an upstanding man, and his daughter came out like that, who you gonna blame? You gonna blame him or her? You can instill certain things into children, but a lot of people, a lot of children do have society on their side telling them that they don't have to listen to their parents. That's just the bottom line. I don't understand why y'all think that some of these parents don't have the ability to be parents because society is pushing against that. I'm just saying. I know he got a little more to say. Let's keep going.
They could both be wrong. Now, in this allegation about him putting his hands on the mother, look, is the mother going to come out and back up this story? Because I saw Dr. Umar in another video saying that he would like to hear from the mother, or he wanted people on YouTube to say, "Where's the mother?" But I feel like that allegation is so serious. I would like to hear it from the person that the daughter is saying that happened to.
You see how this is like a real live celebrity courtroom drama. You see how Never saying that he would like to hear from the mother. You get what I'm saying? I'm not blaming on Never. I'm just saying this is what I'm talking about. Why are you, Umar, as an adult man who carries yourself as, because believe it or not, a lot of people respect Umar. Whether y'all hate him or not, a lot of people respect him. They do. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people probably don't believe that he would hit a woman. You know what I'm saying? Some probably will, but a lot of people probably won't. Is it possible that the daughter could just be saying all these things? Yes. And I believe that sometimes children do this for attention. Because it's the only way they feel that they can get it. But I still, just because that's the only way you feel like you get it, doesn't mean it is right. I think that maybe she could have did it a little bit differently. And I think Umar should have did it a little bit differently. Overall, I'll be honest with y'all, and this is just the bottom line. Once you hit 18, 19-year-olds, you basically an adult. You're an adult. Once you hit that age, you understand responsibility, you understand different things. Now, are you a full adult? No, but you do understand what you can do, what's right from wrong. I blame Umar up until, you know what? I don't blame the parents. I don't. I don't blame Umar, and I don't blame Snake. And I don't blame the girl. And I know it's going to sound kind of crazy. I don't blame none of it. I just think that what they're doing is messy. And I don't think they should be doing this online. And I think that it's not as severe as they're making it out to be. I definitely think that this is fixable between the two. I think it's fixable. I think Dr. Umar can easily get in contact with his daughter. Maybe she just need a hug or something like that. Who knows? But I'm gonna stop it there. And yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. I definitely think that that's definitely fixable. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't really see why people air out their grievances online in front of a bunch of people they don't know. I'm forced to believe that you just want somebody on your side, and you want to make you kind of like you saying you ain't doing it for clout. I think that, and it's gonna sound kind of weird. I think that you coming out saying that about your dad was wrong. I think that you didn't need to do that. That's something that you should have kept between you and your dad. Because do you really have to reveal that your dad is ignoring you about your other sister? No, you don't. You don't have to reveal that to people. You don't. And how we know if he was really ignoring you? It could have been he just waiting, maybe he was doing something. We don't know for sure. Was it 10 days that went by and he didn't ignore you? Because for some people, they'll say you ignoring them if you don't answer them back in 1.5 seconds or 1.5 minutes or whatever. You don't answer them back right away. Oh my God, you ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Dr. Umar goes, that's your daughter. If that's your daughter, you need to go patch that up. Whether you believe it's, because I did see Umar did a video and I think it was all bullshit. Like for you to come out and say, well, ask your mother why I ain't come around, why we don't talk. Nah. Put it out there. Say why I was. Say why I was. I mean, you came that far. You might as well say why I was. Might say, yeah, mom put me on restraining order. I couldn't, or whatever it was. But it just sounds suspect to me that you didn't say that. Who knows? But it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know that was all over the place. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I love talking about these type of things, though. I could sit here and talk for hours about these type of things, man. It is what it is. Yeah, so make sure y'all go subscribe. All right, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.